Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Zwift Community Live. My name is Ian Anderson. Today we're doing a racer focus here on the virtual cycling platform Zwift. All the avatars you see on your screen are controlled by real people like me. There's no AI. And we're set to, in 2 minutes, do a race. It is 22 miles long. It's going to be tough. We're going over some hills. This is the Watopia reverse course. And looking forward to some suffering here with my usual battle buddies here on this particular course. What makes it really hard is there's a climb in it that's about 4 minutes long. And leading up to that climb, there's a lot of rolling hills. So every time you go uphill, you got to put out more power to keep the speed up. And people generally are trying to hurt each other's legs through those sections of the course. Definitely Northern Hemisphere winter is coming soon. There's definitely been a lot more people in the races lately, so that's pretty exciting. It's traditionally the trainer season. Everyone you see is on a real bike. Everybody's got a different kind of setup. All that stuff's third party. There isn't one bike that works for this. But 44 seconds ago, we're gonna get unleashed. Just a little bit about the game. If you're gonna stay and watch, love to have you. Leave some comments. I can actually see them today, but I may not pay too much attention. Anyway, your data is in the top left. It's the current wattage that I'm putting out. It's a measurement of torque converted into a measurement of work. Got cadence and heart rate up there. 7 seconds, 5 seconds ago, here we are. Getting all set. Dwayne's here, we're gonna die. Dwayne's a great hill climber here in Virginia. That's where I'm located. Here we go, classic start. Out of the saddle, 600 watts. I try not to go too crazy on this these days. I used to be the one trying to hurt everyone, but this is gonna be a sustained 3 to 5 minute surge. Then we go straight into the berg. So it's flat right now. If you can see in the top right of your screen, gradient's about to go up. So we just want to keep pushing on the pedals as long as we can. Positioning is critical. And I see some boys in this group that are going to rip this race apart. Look, men, if you're listening, Woo's gonna kill everybody. So stay with him. Get Johan up there. Okay, coming over the first roller. Yeah, look, man, Woo's like 5.5 FTP somehow. Whatever, you just, how is not important. Do or do not, there is no try. All right, so we're rolling through some hills. I'm staying top 10 wheels. I haven't even had a second of tempo yet to recover. There's Sticky making a joke. It's tough racing, but we'll get a respite in a few moments. But today I'm gonna try not to blow up, because you guys saw on Tuesday what happens when I blow up. I get cranky. It's not very fun to watch. So I'm gonna try not to blow up today. When I say that, if you're new to cycling, just mean to keep my heart rate. Here we go. Keep my heart rate down. Staying in the group because there's drafting, so I can stay in the group. And I know I can get the slipstream. Sound behind Homer Simpson, of course, in the slipstream. Finn Achilles here, the Danish rider. Hey, whatever. Everybody, any group of friends can get annoyed with each other, and we all make up and it's okay. I'm really glad to see familiar faces. All right, so this section, I don't know if you could tell, maybe my heart rate went down, maybe not, I don't know. Got recovery there. But now as we roll through the village, it's also another critical tactical point, because it's not flat. If it's ever not flat in this game, you gotta stay in position. Gotta watch your wattage. No slacking off. So now I'm in tempo zone 3, but I'm managing to hold roughly my position. As we come through here, you can see there's a little bit of an incline, and people usually like to punish during that time. The main climb you can see is coming up. We're making our way to it. I will tell you that the front group will go over that berg today in about 3 minutes 40 seconds, which is, I just shook my head. It's an SMH pace. See my teammates here. My avatar's in the center of your screen. Teammates around me in the same color kit. Thinking about strategy, because when you go to bed like I did yesterday and you know what the course is, and you're just thinking to yourself, out of all the hilly courses, this is my favorite. However, these boys are strong. These boys can go up that thing so fast that it takes the fun out of it. The hardest part for me is the steep bit at the beginning, which is coming up, and then I'm usually chasing. Really want to be up toward the 4. And then I found this. Yep, that's right. Someone who's watching Overwatch. We're racing, boys and girls. That's my heart rate actually. It's my watts actually. We're about to go through some alien statues. Actually, as we go up this hill, resistance is increasing. Actually. So far so good. Now it's steep. Stringing out. Still uphill. Good. Good. Come on, Dwayne. Last push. Coming up. Oh man. Okay, give me a second. Just sitting on the coattails of the draft. One climb down, 3 to go. So, short respite in the downhill. Then we go through those rollers again. Rolling hills coming up. If you're lazy and not focused, that's a good place to get dropped. They're all real people. If you haven't tried this and you have a bike or you live close to a store, a lot of stores have demos. Try it out. Go ahead, try to make 400 watts for 5 minutes, I dare you. It ain't easy. All right, now I got the front bunch. It's a pretty decided gap going back to the next groups. So I just want to get a toe from this bunch up to the hill climb, but I do not want to blow up when we get to the climb, because I want to finish the race strong. I don't want to go so far in the red that my body needs extra time to recover. Look at Chen chasing the Australian. Let's take a look behind us. He's just trying to get on. Amazing effort there from Chen. You can see it's getting strung out here and I was out of position. So now I gotta hope that these guys will hold the wheels and get us back on. Can always trust Boom Bike to do it. There they go. What you doing, Luckman? Patience, patience. I think patience is good here. Bunch is really strong and strung. Strong bunch. It's strung out into single file. Means it's going real fast up the front. Okay, serious short hill here. They took it easy. Oh, okay. Did the hill in about 3:42. Dang. The front boys will do that every lap. Just the way it is. I see that, Homer. I don't know if you sent another about this race. Yep, I got it. For the steak, yeah. Okay. So now, like I said before, we just got a little bit of a respite. See, my heart rate is down. Now we're coming through some rollers. Again, a little short, 90 seconds at the most of effort here coming up. Yep, deep breaths because I got to calm myself down. Sorry about that, but noise gate just doesn't really work. That whining sound is my trainer. It's driven with it has a belt, like in a car, right? So it kind of makes noise. But it's an awesome piece of kit. Like as I go up this hill, I can feel it increasing the resistance. So now we have a minute 20 on the chase group. Excuse me. That's a gap I want to hold. So I think I just need to ride my own ride on this hill climb. Again though, the closer I am to the front, Sticky's gonna do the same. All right, we're not giving up, but I know what you're saying, Dave. The closer you are to the front though, at the bottom of this, the less work you have to do. Because people will let wheels go. When that happens, the bunch gets strung out. You don't want to be at the back when it's really spread out. You want to be at the front. So there's a white line on the road, that's where it starts. All right, we already started something. Too much. Also, Van at the back wasn't holding the wheels, so that doesn't help. When you got to come around another guy to get back on. So, 2 laps in, and I'm dropped. but there's still racing to be had. So now that I'm dropped, what we want to do is run a good tempo between Homer, Sticky, and myself once they catch on. We don't want the chase group that's a minute 45 back to catch us. So you guys are, and girls are probably familiar with Discord, and sometimes we use Discord, but we race this twice a week, and there's not a lot of variation in the field, so a lot of times that level of strategy isn't needed. For example, today we know that Pete Hayworth and James Hodges, we're good to go to stay out front with the front group, so we just let them go, because we're not going to stay with that bunch in our group. So again, I feel pretty good. Last time we did this course, I almost threw up at this point after the second climb, and then I had to shut it down. So far so good. This dude rides 55 miles a day on a good day. Good for you. I'm basically like 25 miles a day, but they're hard miles. So I go pretty hard in Zwift. And then I ride to work a lot of the time. Been getting better about that. So right now I'm just waiting for these boys to catch up to me and be recovered so that I can stay with them. That's Homer and Sticky Bottle coming up. So you're looking at, I have a graph at the bottom, you can see some of it. So that big red chunk there at the bottom, that was from the climb. And the red, you just can't hold that for so long. So you got to recover from that high laggy muncher. So we're in a race, right? Where this is Zwift, virtual cycling platform. It's an MMO. All the people you see are connected to real bikes like I am. There's no computers or AI or anything. And now we have a tough battle because this chase group is coming on hard. I think if we give it everything, it will be close in the final. Or we could rest for like a whole lap and then take them on in the final climb. I'm not sure. what we want to do. They're about 55 seconds back. So one of these guys is my teammate, Sticky Bottle. The other guy, Homer, is also in our group. Homer's a B racer. There's categories based on your power, and Homer falls into the B category. That doesn't mean he's weak. So now I'm just trying to keep it orange, keep my power orange, roughly 350 watts in that area. That's my threshold. So theoretically the power I can hold for an hour. But after all that red at the beginning, it'll be interesting to see. How long I can do that for. Sounds like a guy from behind is making the ground. There's 3 main chasers. Finn has stopped. Report, Finn has stopped. Yeah, I hope so. At least the guy's consistent. This guy, Finn Achilles, races really hard, makes the beginning of races hard, but then he doesn't finish them. Every time. He's been much better lately. Steady but firm on the hill. 450 steep. Then tempo, zone 4. See, when you have teammates and good guys around, it's easy to stay motivated. When you're just riding, you're no man, not so easy. Oh, Dwayne has the lap. Cheers, good job, Dwayne. Now we're trying to carry as much speed as we can downhill. But that was a pretty long effort. Bookended by 2 efforts. Keep the chain taut. Whatever, that's close enough. I should keep the chain taut. Okay, we got 1:09 on Brown. That's really like 30 seconds. So we got to work. Got to work. Oh, Luckman. Don't feel bad, guys. That was a really hard pace. 3:42 up the first one. He's got a big reservoir. So now it's 3-on-1. We got Sticky Bottle, who just got back from vacation. Homer Simpson, who's been eating a lot of steaks lately. And myself, I'm a wheel sucker extraordinaire, so this is gonna be tough. My knees hurt, my butt hurts, lungs are okay, but legs are trashed. It's only pain though. We're gonna be done soon. Those guys up in front are like a mile in front of us. It's an incredible gap. Not like we were trying, but unbelievable pace. "40 seconds to Mr. Brown." Next B rider's a minute down. So that's good for Homer. boy. This last time over the hill is going to be terrible. Whew. Okay, we can't get lax now. So we're trying to hold off Mr. Brown, who's chasing. Last hill coming up, 2.8 mile to go. Be done in about 5 minutes. Trying to hold off Mr. Brown. I think we're okay. 1.8 to go. Legs are burning. Oh, almost there. Just over a mile to go. Descending to the sprint, about 1 kilometer to go. Okay, we definitely got away from Mr. Brown. And now it's a race amongst us three. Got about 1/3 of a mile to go. Coming up on 300 meters. Pretty good, huh? Good finish. I almost made it into the biggest gear. Got the heart rate up. So, that was it. That was our, give me a second, wow. That was our racer focus there. KISS Racing team. Dave is smart. He just came back from holiday, and I'm sure he has more fitness than he thinks, but I think it's good after a break to come back steadily so you don't sort of blow yourself out. But yeah, I just can't go up those hills. I can stay close to the front when it's flat, but when you got guys that can crank that hill in 3.5 minutes every single lap, it's okay, we'll pass. We'll pass on that. 4 minutes is hard enough, but 3.5 is just really too difficult for me. But yeah, and they're doing 12-minute laps on the front, so a really hard pace. And yeah, thanks, Luckman. That was a hard first lap. I'm glad I got to 340 on that climb. That was not bad. Check out the way my avatar looks. I'm kind of backlit, but it looks the beard and everything just like me. Anyway, yeah, good racing. This is Zwift virtual cycling platform. We're just finishing up a race. Everyone you see is on real bikes, just like me. There's all kinds of literature and videos and stuff up about it, so I won't get too much into the technical details, but here's the basics. You pedal, you get watts, your watts move you forward. There's slipstreaming and drafting, just like in real racing. So positioning is important, and teamwork is also important. There's a lot of group rides on this game. Not everybody's racing all the time. There's like some group rides that are sort of social, and then there's a race, and all kinds of stuff. So a really fun environment to be in. A very competitive environment as well. We've all got that competitive spirit, and sometimes it can get a little nasty on the internet, for sure, but everybody's getting more fit in one way or another. So that's it for now. I'm not going to be here next week. Going to be out of town. I've also got a century coming up, century ride coming up in a month, and this is like a little bit sharper training than I need for a century. So I'm going to evaluate and see what's going to be best for me going into that ride. I should be able to do it, but I'm just not very good at pacing, so I'll start out too hard and then fade, which kind of happened in this race. All right, good stuff from everyone. Glad to be out here racing. We'll be back soon for sure on the KRT Racer Focus here on Zwift Community Live. That's it for me, Ian Anderson, from the KISS Racing team, signing out.